You are wasting your ad budget every single day. And the worst part is you are still running ads even when you can't handle more leads. But I can definitely help you because I have built a system using Pabbly Connect that automatically pauses your ads when lead volume crosses a limit and resumes them when things are back under control. In this video, I will show you how to build this automation so your ad spend stays aligned with your actual capacity. First, I will show you how ads are paused and resumed automatically. Then we will build the complete workflow step by step inside our Pabbly Connect account. At first, let me help you understand what will happen here. Every day at 10 a.m. my workflow will get triggered with the help of the schedule by Pabbly. After that, all the details of the new lead that have coded here inside my Google Sheet will get fetched by this Google Sheet application. Then this OpenAI will determine the status of my lead, that they are low, high or normal, and based on the status, it will automatically send a message to my Slack channel to notify my team about the lead status. And it will also ask my team to reduce the ad budget if the incoming leads are more than what we can handle. But if the lead status is low, it will ask my team to increase the ad budget. So today at 10 a.m. when my workflow got triggered, it automatically verified the status of incoming leads, and inside my Slack channel you can see it has sent this message: low lead alert, total leads today 20, lead flow is low. And it is also asking my team, consider increasing ad budget or launching new campaigns. So you can see this happened just because of this workflow that I have created inside my Pabbly Connect account. With the help of this workflow, I can automatically pause or resume ads based on the leads value. So this was the demo of my workflow. Now I will help you also create this exact same workflow for your business. So to start creating this workflow, just open a new tab and search for pabbly.com/connect. After that, you will get directed on this landing page of Pabbly Connect. In here on the top right corner, you will get these two different options: sign in and sign up free. If you are a new user, click on this sign up free button and create your free account, where you will get 100 free tasks every month that Pabbly Connect gives to every new user. With the help of these tasks, you can easily create some workflows inside your Pabbly Connect account for free and test our application. But then if you want more tasks, you can anytime upgrade to the premium version of Pabbly, where you just have to pay once to get lifetime access at Pabbly. And just for our YouTube viewers, we have this exciting coupon code JAIYT visible right over here. By using this coupon code, you can get an exciting discount on our yearly and lifetime subscription plans. So what are you waiting for? Just purchase your subscription right now. But if you are an existing user here, click on this sign in button and get directed on this all apps page of Pabbly. Pabbly has these 7 amazing and powerful applications. With the help of this application, you can completely automate your business. Now to create a workflow, you have to click on this Access Now button to access the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and in here on the top right corner, we have got this button, Create Workflow. By clicking on this button, we can start creating our workflow. On the left side, we have this folders option. So by clicking on this plus button, you can create a folder for yourself, and in that folder, you can store your workflows to stay organized. Now we have to start creating our workflow. So we will just click on this Create Workflow button. From here, we have to select among these two different workflow builders. First one is our new beta version and the other one is our classic version. Both of these are amazing workflow builders. You can select any one of them as per your preference. But I will select this new beta version as I'm more familiar with this. So I will select this. Then inside this dialog box, we have to give a meaningful name to our workflow. So I will name my workflow as this, and from here I have to select the folder in which I want to save my workflow. So I will select my folder, and you also have to give a name to your workflow. Select the folder in which you want to save your workflow. Next, just press this create button. You will get directed on this new page where at first this plus button add trigger will be visible to you. So this trigger is like the event with the help of which we want our workflow to get triggered. And after this trigger application, we will work on our action applications, which will be the response toward this particular trigger. So for today, for our workflow, as we have to select our trigger application at first. So for my trigger application, I will select schedule by Pabbly, with the help of which I can schedule my workflow as per my preference. So I have to click on this plus button given here, and then from here I have to select this trigger application schedule by Pabbly. Then for this application event, select this schedule workflow and click on this connect button. In here, we have to select these 3 fields. First of all, for this first field, how often do you want to run your workflow? From here, I will select this every day because I want my workflow to run every day at 10 a.m. Now from this time here, we will select our time as this 10 a.m. So we will select this 10 a.m. So you can see I have selected this 10 a.m. as my time. Now I have to press this OK button, then click on this save button. You will see instantly we have received our response and our workflow is scheduled every day at 10 a.m. Asia Kolkata time. So this means that my trigger is all ready. Now we have to work on our action applications. So for my first application, I want to get all the rows that I have added inside my Google Sheet. So that's why I will click on this plus button given here, and then from here I will select this Google Sheet as my first action application. So I will select this. Then inside this application event, we have to search for this get rows. Here it is visible, so we will select this. Now we have to create a connection between Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect. So for that, we just have to press this connect button. In here, you will get these two different options: add new connection and select existing connection. So if you have already established a connection, you can go with this select existing connection. But if you want to create a connection for the first time, select this add new connection and press this sign in with Google button. On the left side, you will see Pabbly Connect will detect your account. So you have to select your account from here. Then inside this next page, you just have to scroll down, click on this continue button to successfully create your connection. You can see my connection is created successfully, and there is no need to worry as your data with Pabbly Connect is absolutely safe. My connection is created. At first, we have to select this spreadsheet and sheet. So inside my Google Sheet, you can see the name of my Google Sheet is worksheet, and the sheet in which I am adding all these leads is named as this leads. So inside my Pabbly Connect account, for this spreadsheet, I will select it as worksheet. Next, for this sheet here, you can see this leads is selected automatically. Now inside this range box, we have to enter the range of rows and columns which we want to get inside our Google Sheet. So as I want to get all these rows added inside my Google Sheet, that's why in here I just have to type down this A, which is the first column of my Google Sheet, and after that I will put this ratio and add this D, which is the last column of my Google Sheet. Here we have added these following three details. Now as I want my data in array format, that's why I will select this advanced format. I will click on this confirm, and here I'll just have to click on this save and send test request button. You will see instantly I will receive all the data added in my Google Sheet. Here we have received our response, and in here you can see we have received all the data in this one response itself. So we can map this data inside our next action application, Open AI, where the AI will check for the status of my leads. So we just have to cut this application as our Google Sheet application is working all fine. Now we have to work on our next action application, Open AI. So we'll just click on this plus button given here, search for this Open AI from here. It will get visible here. You just have to select this application from here. Then for this application event, search for this ChatGPT. Here it is visible. We have to select this. Now we have to create a connection between Open AI and Pabbly Connect also. So that's why also we will press this connect button. Here also we have got these two different options, add new connection and select existing connection. So this time also I will show you how to create a connection for the first time. That's why I will select this add new connection. But if you have already established a connection, you can go with the select existing connection. So after selecting this add new connection, in here you have to add this API token. So to get this API token, at first you have to purchase paid subscription of OpenAI. After that, come back on this page and click on this hyperlink given here. You will get directed on this OpenAI platform. In here, you just have to click on this button, create new secret key, available on the right side. After that, you just have to give a name to your key, then press this create secret key button. Your key will get generated. So you just have to copy that key from there, paste it inside the box and click on this save button to save your key. In here, I will add my own OpenAI key, then I will save it. You can see my connection is created successfully. Now at first we have to select this AI model. So for this I will select GPT 5.2 as my AI model, but if you want you can select any other model from here. Inside this box we have to add a prompt with the help of which my OpenAI application will verify the status of my leads. So in here I will add my prompt, and if you want to get this prompt you just have to comment below this video prompt. I will give you prompt of this particular OpenAI instantly right there. So make sure to click below this video for prompt. Now in here I will quickly add my prompt. I have added this prompt here. You are a data analyst. You are given a list of leads from Google Sheet. Your task: count total number of leads and decide status. High if leads are above 50, low if leads are below 20, normal otherwise. And for this response, I want my AI to return only in JSON format, lead count and status. Now in front of this leads data, we have to map the data that we have received in the response of this Google Sheet. So in here, to map data, we just have to press this slash button. Then from this drop down, we can easily map the data that we want to map. So here this is the response result. So I will select it and it is mapped successfully. And after mapping this detail, we just have to click on this save and send test request button. Instantly you can see I have received a response, and inside my response I have separately received this lead count and lead status. So this means that my application OpenAI is working all fine. Now based on the reply of this OpenAI, we will send separate messages to our team inside our Slack channel. So here I will take help of router because I want to send 3 different messages on 3 different situations to my team. So first of all, to add router, we just have to click on this plus button, select this router by Pabbly from here. After that, you can see here these 2 filters are available, but I want to send this message on 3 different conditions. That's why to add one more filter, I will just click on this plus button, and here this one more filter is added successfully. Now we just have to work on these filters one by one. So for this first filter, I will open this, and in here I will set up this filter in such a way so that this side of workflow will only work if the lead status is low. So we just have to click on this connect button. After that, for this label from this OpenAI, I will select the status of this lead. So you can see this message content status is low. So I will select this status from here. For this filter type, I will let it remain selected as this equal to. Now inside this value, I will type down as this low, so that this particular filter will only work if the lead status is low. Now we have added these details. Next, we just have to press this save and send test request button. We have received our response as success, as this was the exact same message that our OpenAI has sent to us. So our first filter is ready. Now we have to work on our second one. So I will open this again, click on this connect button. For this label, I will again search for this status from here. So this is visible here. I will select this again. For this filter type, I will not change it. Now this time, inside this value box, I will type down this normal, so that this particular filter will work if the lead status is normal. Now we have to press this save and send test request button, and inside this status, you can see we have received this as error because this was not the response that our OpenAI has sent us. Now we have to work on our last step, this third filter. So for this also, press this connect button. Inside this label, search for this status from here, and we have to select this. For this filter type, we will not change this. Then inside this value, we will type down this high, so that this particular filter will work only if the lead status is high. We have added these details. Now we again have to press this save and send test request button, and inside my response, I have again received this error. Here we have successfully set up our filter steps. Now we have to work on our next step. So I want that whenever the first filter where I have added the lead value as low, as soon as this will get triggered, I want to send message to my team that you need to increase the ad spend budget. So that's why I want to send message to my team inside my Slack channel. So I will just click on this plus button here. Then I will search for this Slack application from here. So I will select this. Now we have to select this application event. So from this drop down, as I want to send this channel message, that's why I will select this send channel message. Now to create a connection between Slack and Pabbly Connect, we just have to press this connect button. This time also I will show you how to create a connection for the first time. So I'll select this add new connection. Then I have to press this connect with Slack. Now inside this token type, for this here this text is written. Enter the token type as either user or bot. Check the documentation to find out how to get it. So inside this token type, here I will type it down as this bot. But if you want to learn more why I have added this token type as bot and not as user, you just have to click on this hyperlink given here to learn about this token type. So after adding your token type, just click on this save button. On the left side, Pabbly Connect will detect your account. So from here, I will select my channel and I'll just click on this allow button. Here my connection is created successfully. Now first of all, we have to select this channel ID and add this message next. So for this channel ID, in here you can see this general channel is my channel ID. So that's why I will select this general as my channel ID. Now we have to add the message which we want to send to our team if the lead status is low. So in here I will add this message. This is the static message that I have added inside this message box. Now inside this message box, I will map the total leads today. So in here to map data, we again have to press this slash button, search for the data that we want to map here. This is the lead count. So I will select this and it is mapped successfully. Here I have used mapping because by mapping, we can make our data dynamic. It means that whenever Pabbly Connect will detect any new data, it will automatically update the old data with the new captured data. But if I will type down these details manually, like if I will add this lead count removed manually, then that particular field will remain static and it will not change unless we manually change it. So that's why we have to maintain a balance while we fill up these fields. Like if I want some data to remain static, then I will type it down manually. But if I want some data to get changed automatically, then I will map it. So here I've mapped this particular leads today. Now we just have to click on this save and send test request button. After that, you will see that this message will get sent successfully to my Slack channel. So here we have received our response as true. Now let us check our Slack channel. In here you can see this particular low lead alert message is sent successfully inside my Slack channel. So this means that my first Slack application is working all fine. Now for these two remaining filter buttons also, I just have to add the same application. So for that, I will not create this from scratch. I just have to copy this step from here and do a right click over this plus button, click on this paste step, and it is pasted successfully. Now for this last filter also, I'll do a right click over this plus and click on this paste button. You can see here this third Slack application is also added successfully. Now we just have to change the inner structure of this application. So for this second one, I will open this, I will delete the message added here, and now in here I will add this new message. And this is the message that will get sent if the lead status is normal. That's why the message here is written lead flow stable, total leads, and this is the dynamic value. So it will get changed every time I will receive a new response. Everything is running normally. So this step is also complete. So we have added this message. Now I'll just click on this save button to save this step. It is saved. Now let us change this last step also. We have to open this, delete the earlier added message from here, and then in here I will add this new message. I have added this message also for high lead volume alert. Here this text is written, consider pausing or scaling down ads to manage load. So this message is also added. Now let us just save this step also. So with this, we have successfully completed the creation of this workflow. From now onwards, every day at 10 a.m. this workflow will get triggered. At first, this Google Sheet will fetch all the rows added inside your Google Sheet, and this OpenAI will fetch for the status of the leads. And then based on the status, your team will automatically receive the right message. So that's it for this video. I have successfully demonstrated how you can create this ads management automation inside your Pabbly Connect account. Now if you want to use this workflow, then for you I will add a link of this workflow in the description box so that you can use it for there. Just a quick reminder at end that if you are thinking to go premium, don't forget to use my coupon code JAIYT to get an exciting discount on our yearly and lifetime subscription plans. For you, I have added this coupon code in the description box of this video. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Not just these, you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you want to purchase your subscription, you can check out the pricing at this particular website. And if you have any doubt, you can email us at sales@pabbly.com. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your team members. And if you found our content useful, you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel of Pabbly.